April 10th, 1994, yeah. I made a tape last year today when we were going to Darlene's house, and I was so mad about that because I just didn't want to go and watch Lamb Chop all day. And it's funny how you can remember those tapes like that, but because of how well this microphone picks up my voice, I'm going to try to just... I mean, I'm not going to worry about keeping my mouth close to it or anything, because you're still going to be able to hear me, I hope. And I was listening to that January 6th earlier morning. I was getting sick of that monotonous tone of voice. Well, he got hung up on that, and I was like, well, you finished watching the movie, it was great. To be honest, I think I like Home Alone 2 better, but it's the neatest movie. I mean, he's so stupid. He does not have any tone in his voice. He's hung up on that robot voice. No? I don't get mad. That's such a boring, monotonous tape to listen to. You're so busy distracted with his voice, and I've been distracted with this new game I've been playing that I haven't even been able to pay attention to half of the tape. And I didn't even hear the part on the back of May 22nd where I said something about, where I had that dream about the Star Fox stuff, and I said don't shoot at the ones that come up right in front of you, those count against you. Not that I really knew that, it was just sort of credited that I was pretending I knew it. Well, I made some tapes last Tuesday, I think was the last tape I made, or last Wednesday as a matter of fact it was, because Thursday Steve was off work. So, you can imagine what's the first thing we did? We went fishing. Oh, you bet. I mean, you'd have to be rather stupid to not know that. But I don't know. But anyway, we went out there in the wind. I thought this was one of the few times that we were actually going out there, and I was looking forward to it. And I brought some tapes. I brought May 22nd because I was going to listen to that, and I brought that February 27th from last year. Well, that's a good tape too. Where I was saying, "Oh, I'm blowing my nose," and I sound like farts to you. Just the most funny tape, except on the back where I was saying, oh, I love him more than anything. I'm like, that was so stupid. It's not that it's not true, maybe it is. It isn't true, really, but still, it's just so stupid. So we went out there fishing, and the wind was blowing real cold and everything, and I figured, well, this is probably the last time we're going to get to go down there in cold weather, so I might as well enjoy it while I can. And we got down there, and it was so cold that Steve and Mary didn't want to stay. Well, Steve didn't want to stay. I didn't mind it that much, and Mary didn't really care either, but it was too cold for him, so we just decided we'd go ahead and leave. But I wanted to anyway because I wanted to get back home and play Mega Man 4, which I got for my birthday, and I was excited to play that. So anyway, I got through the first side of May 22nd, and I started on February 27th, and on the way home I was listening to that, and that's hilarious. Man, I don't know what's wrong with them kids out there, boy. They've been screaming all day. Boy, Steve banged on the wall real loud one morning, and ever since then they haven't been making very much noise. Until tonight, now that they're gone, they think nobody's here, probably. I don't know. And they have to have heard me running up and down the stairs a few times, turning on the AC since it's so hot in here. Dadgum, the weather's going to be hot, and now if I try wearing a long-sleeve shirt to school to hide these ugly arms of mine, then I'm just going to look stupid for wearing long sleeves in the hot weather. Yeah, so I'm in a no-win situation, really. And I know that sounds immature. You know, there's some other tape I was saying, what can I do? But I was saying there were two solutions to my problem, but there was a problem with each solution. And for now, I don't know what tape that was, but nowadays I know that one of the solutions would have been better, and there wasn't really much of a problem there. I don't know. I mean, I was dreading school until I started making the tape, and I was in such a bad mood because they've been talking about college to me this weekend, and Dad's been talking about it to me. I do not want to go to why do you have to go to college? You just don't need to do that. Why can't you just get a job? I mean, by the time you've been in college 4 years, you will have gotten enough money from your job to make up for the oh-so-big difference, you know. What difference is there between... You know, I mean, they say that 12% of high school 12% of high school graduates are unemployed, and 6% of college graduates are unemployed. So, you think I'm going to go through 4 years of college just to get a 6% better chance of getting a job? I mean, good heavens. You know, I mean, I told them that I want to get a job for 1 year to pay for college, but what I'm really planning on doing is getting that job and keeping it for the rest of my life, I hope. But if they ask me how long are you going to work, I'm telling them forever. I'm going to have to tell Mom and Steve that I just want to work forever. I don't know how I'm going to tell them that. I've been thinking about that a little bit. I thought about it earlier, like a few months ago, but I didn't think about that again until just now. I mean, you have to tell your boss the moment you sign that application. You got to tell them how long are you working here. I'm saying as long as I can. I'm fixing to tell them that too. I'm not fixing to waste my time. I don't know. It's just so man. But anyway, but they've been talking about that so much, and we went to this bookstore, and they had all these books for college. So at least if I want to buy my books, I'll know where to go anyway. But and we accomplished that on Saturday when we went to Crystal's. But anyway, I can't remember much else that happened Thursday, but Friday was the morning that Steve got so mad at the neighbors. They were making all that noise, running up and down the stairs, throwing something against that wall. I don't know what it was. I wouldn't doubt for a second that it was a bowling ball, and that thing was loud, and it was obviously deliberate. That could not have been an accident. You don't have the same accident 500 times like that. That was not an accident. I mean, he got mad. He went up down, he ran up and down the stairs, and he banged against the wall, boy. He got so mad. And I knew it was immature, but Mom was actually thankful about that later on, so I can hardly believe that, but anyway, they've been quiet ever since, pretty much. Except for now when they think nobody's here, but they probably just now figured out somebody's here when I started talking about college, raising my voice, and my voice goes way up here, and I like that Oprah Winfrey tape that Mary recorded. But anyway, let me see. What else did we do Friday? Friday, we, let me see. I know something we did Friday, but I'm going to try to keep these things in order. I think we went to the mall Friday. No, we didn't. We went to the... That's right, Mom was off Friday. She came home. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Friday was the art... I'll tell you what. Thursday. I remember something else that happened Thursday. Steve took us to Walmart, and we were out there shopping, and I went into the... Well, I've been recently talking to Mom. I found out that the song Two Less Lonely People in the World is done by Air Supply. And those guys sound just like ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, because Dad played that CD while we were in his truck yesterday, and they sound just like him. And a lot of those songs that I could have sworn were the Bee Gees were actually ELO, you know, Strange Magic and all that. It sounds just like him. But anyway, so anyway, while we were at Walmart that night, we were looking through the sweets, and Steve wanted to buy Mom something because of she sort of hinted to us that she wanted something, but then at the same time, she didn't want to spend our money on her. But that night, we ran into Michelle Roberts, who works at Walmart. And I heard from her that I won that art contest, second place in the art contest that I entered. And I was absolutely really excited after that. I told her that I got first place in the state, and she got excited about that. And then she told me that I won in the art contest too. I got second place in the art contest, so I'm just winning everything these days. So anyway, my first thought was, well, on that sheet that says the art contest, it says first place gets a $2,000 scholarship, and second place gets $1,000. So I was like, am I going to get $1,000? And I figured, well, I don't see why not, but I might as well not count my chickens before they hatch, because you never know what kind of crap is going to come up. I don't know, but anyway. So anyway, the next day, he took us to the building to see us. While Mom was at work, he took us up to the rec center. Come to find out, they're not going to give me the $1,000. I was only second in 12th grade. In the whole 12th grade, I was the second. But I bet you hardly anybody entered that thing, but anyway. They say only the first place ones go to state. So I didn't get the $1,000, but I am going to get a ribbon, and I'm going to have to get my picture in the paper. So if I had known I was going to get that, I probably wouldn't have even entered this thing. You know. But anyway. And I still also got to get my picture for literary for the state typing, because I still don't know how Lisa did. But anyway. Friday that night we went to Publix or something. And we went bowling is what we did. That's right. I bowled 106 twice, and then the third game I got all crappy. I bowled a 78 one. And then in the last game I had a 96. That wasn't too much better. But anyway. Okay, so anyway. Quit burping, man. Anyway. So anyway, we went across to Blockbuster, and I rented Mega Man X. And I brought that home, and I've been playing that. And I made a short tape of it in a little bit of time that I had left today. And I peeked into Nintendo Power to find where that blasted capsule was that gives you the armor. Since I couldn't find it. And it's right there in the Sting Chameleon stage right there. I mean, I can't believe I didn't find that. It's so easy. But anyway, so we brought Mega Man X home, and I played it the first night, and it's cool too, boy, it's awesome. I mean, those robots are huge. They're mean, boy. They're huge, and they're hard to beat. But after a while, you get used to it. But anyway, Saturday oh, it's a good thing we didn't go to Memorial Park. We started to do that, and we didn't. Saturday we got up and we had to have gone somewhere that was important, or else I wouldn't have gone. As a matter of fact, Saturday Dad picked us up. That's right. Wait a minute. Did we go to Crystal's Friday then? Friday must have been when we went to Crystal's, because Dad had us almost all day Saturday, and then when we came home, Pat and Dennis were here, so there you go. Yeah, I guess you figured that out on your own. I didn't even have to speak, did I? And you probably knew that before you even started this tape. You probably knew that before Dad and Mom even got together and had sex, don't you, future Tim? So then Saturday, Dad came in the morning, and I was playing my poker game. I played almost the whole day to look busy. My dad took us to he took us to the mall, and I started looking for the Secret of Mana because recently I figured out that that's the sequel to Final Fantasy II that I've been waiting for that they never came back to. And I realized, well, that was called the Secret of Mana, so I got it. I didn't get it yet. I was thinking about getting it. We went to the mall to look for it, is what we did. And only one store had it, but it was $70. So, well, let's go. We'll go somewhere and see if we can't find it any cheaper. But on the way up to Sears, I stopped at Camelot Music to see if they had Air Supply with Two Less Lonely People, and sure enough they did, so I bought it. I spent like $8, and then I still had 72 left, so I barely had enough to cover the taxes on on Secret of Mana. But if I did buy it for 70, but I didn't, so we left them all, and Dad said, let's go to Toys R Us right quick and see if they don't have it. And I thought, wait a minute, what's he talking about? Toys R Us is all the way over in Gwinnett. That's an hour drive. And I thought, what in the world is he doing? And then he pulled out of the mall and drove about 1,000 or 2,000 yards down the road, and right there's a Toys R Us, right there next to the mall, for crying out loud. That was amazing. I just couldn't believe it. But anyway, we went to Toys R Us and they had it for $65, so we got it there. We bought Secret Mana. I didn't buy it with my money, Dad. I mean, we brought the ticket up to the thing, and he gave us the game, and we brought it up to the cash register, and then we put it down. She said that'll be something. Just when I was about to pull out my money, he comes out with this $100 bill and sets it down. So there he was paying for it for me, so I put my money back in my pocket. And he said, well, it's your birthday present, I'm going to get it for you, so we got it. And it's a good thing that I didn't ask him to buy Air Supply and then try to buy Secret of Mana with my own money. I bought the cheap thing with my own money and let him pay for the big stuff. So anyway, I got Secret of Mana, and then we went to Franklin Sports, and I went upstairs for the first time. I didn't even know that place had an upstairs. But I went up there, and the door was shut, and they were all closed up there. And I peeked in, and some lady was walking around, so I went back out. Anyway. Well, that's just kind of funny on February 6th when I say anyway before I start talking about Ashton. But anyway, we went, after we left Franklin Sports, he took us to the bowling alley where we met Mom and Steve. And they and Dad bowled together. And I played a game of Mortal Kombat too, but I got tired of wasting my money. What am I playing this for, you know? What am I playing it for? I even played at Walmart that one night, but boy, I cannot play that thing. It's like crap. You see, while we were at Walmart, I bought myself some Sweet Tarts, and I bought Mom a Nestle Crunch Bar. And I bought myself 2 Twix bars, one of which I still have in the fridge, and I'm about to go get it, so hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. I just didn't realize I shouldn't have waited so late to make a tape, because it's already 8:15, and I'll be back in a half hour for crying out loud. I'll be surprised if I even get to the other side of this thing. But anyway, okay, let me see. This Twix is pretty good, I'll tell you what. Well, anyway, one thing, I've been dreading this hot weather coming up, because whenever I go out to buy Twix in the afternoon at school, it's going to be real hot outside. My Twix is going to melt into the truck and get all that blue pencil ink all over it from all those jokes I've been writing all over it. I don't think I ever told you about that, did I? That truck out at the bus stop where we wait. And I've written jokes all over that thing as I eat my Twix bar. And Vanessa, well, she's been asking me to do those calligraphy letters and do her initials, and well, I did her initials, but then right when I gave it to her, she came back at me with 3 more letters that I gotta go and do. And I haven't even done them yet, so I haven't even started on it. She's probably done forgotten about them by now. You can be controlled. I know, because for the first time yesterday when we were in Franklin Sports, we were listening to the radio, and that was playing in there, and they said they were about to play something by Tears for Fears and something by George Michael. So we started listening to see what they were going to play. And we were looking at those salmon eggs or something, and they started playing that Beavis and Butthead song, that "Gonna wait, train never come back," something like that. Why? And that's when I said, what the hell is that? Who the hell is that? That's what I said. I cuffed. I said it. And Mary was surprised. I guess that's the first time this year I'm going to have to get God's forgiveness for that. I can't identify my sins. I mean, God says no matter how good you think you are at obeying my commandments, you're always going to be a sinner. You're always doing something wrong. But I can't find anything that I'm doing wrong. I mean, I know I cuffed that one day. That's the only thing I can think of that I've ever done wrong. And occasionally I borrow Mary's stereo. I mean, does that count as stealing if you give it back? I mean, You know? I guess he elaborates on that in the Bible, but I haven't found it yet. I mean, Miss Pritchett and all them in AP English say you can't take the Bible literally. You have to take it as a... You have to look for that inner meaning. Shoot, I can't even keep up with it literally, much less find that allegorical message that's hidden in there. Maybe that's why people are writing so much about this. Maybe that's where people are getting this idea that they have to be so indirect in their writing. You can't just come out and say, hey, be an honest person. You know, they have to... Or then again, people don't do that. You know, you don't just hear that 5-second message that says be honest, and then for the rest of your life you're going to do it. You have to read a story and get inspiration, I guess. Still, though, I mean, it's not that interesting if you can't understand it. I don't know why they can't just put it in our language. I mean, are we here to get the message of the story, or are we here to learn these new... I don't know. Anyway, let's see what else happened. I don't even think I got to today, Sunday, because we didn't do anything today. I played Mega Man all day today, and then I beat it. Finally. Let's see, what it was Christopher came over, and I was playing it, and I was in the second stage of the Sigma thing, whatever that's called. Man, I ain't never gonna get through this. I was in here playing The Secret of Mana tonight. I didn't even play it until tonight. And I still haven't figured out some of the stuff about it, but it's kind of weird the way it controls. He walks real fast, and he swings his sword weird, or I can't figure it out. Sometimes he stabs and sometimes he swings. It's not like Willow where when you're standing still it swings and when you're moving it stabs. It's just random, I guess. I don't know how you really control it. I haven't read the instructions well enough yet. I can't figure it out on my own. I mean, I don't know. But anyway. Well, no, I've already made it to the, let's see. I made it to that witch's castle today. Just got in there. I'm probably not going to have time to do much more tonight. I could show Mary that introduction and then... I don't know. She wouldn't be that interested. She'd lose interest right away. It's so hard to figure out, too, because you got those two people following you and they go running off fighting monsters and there's nobody there to control them, you know. That's why you gotta have two players to play that thing. You know, you can't just walk around and expect the computer to keep up with you like that, because they'll go running off and then you can't go to the next screen because they're way back there fighting the whatever it is. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's got good graphics and stuff. I'm excited to get to that dragon part where you get to fly over the land and stuff like that. That's where that's where I'm ready to get to. But anyway, I mean, they had a pretty good cool scene at the beginning, flying over the land like that. Wow, that's cool. Man, my throat is gonna give me such a hard... Of course, that's always giving me a hard time when I make tapes, you know how that is. I'm gurgling it up and swallowing it down, gurgling it up and swallowing it down. Every time I spit it out, so here we go. Okay. On with the weekend. What about the future? What about tomorrow in school? Have I had any dreams about Jamie lately or anything? I haven't had many dreams. I haven't been thinking about her very much either, but I used her name for one of the characters on Secret of Mana. And then for the other one, I couldn't think of anything, so I put Sprite, and then there's no more characters than that, so thank goodness. It's hard enough to keep up with those two, and even when they die, you know, they still follow you around. Their ghost still does. That's distracting. Right now I'm in that forest, and those clouds are moving around, and I just cannot see anything through those clouds. But anyway. I almost got Mario's Time Machine. Boy, every time Dad sees any kind of game that has Mario in it, he must think me and Mary are like the biggest Mario worshippers in the world, because anytime a game comes out that has Mario in it, he gets it for us. I mean, I don't mind it that much, but I don't mind it at all. I mean, we must have every Mario game there is, though, except for Mario's Time Machine. And that one's just like Mario is missing. It's probably just as boring and just as... Well, you can add that Mario twist in there, but... I mean, answering the history questions, that's okay, too, but... You always forget it anyway. How many times have they ever asked that? Stuff about what's in Venice, Italy, you know, how are you supposed to know what city it's in? That stuff is so famous, why don't I know about it? Was I that bad in social studies? I must have had a learning disability when I was young, because I never came to my senses until in geometry, that one unforgettable moment when Mr. Bagwell explains to us the difference between midpoint theorem and midpoint definition of midpoint. And ever since then, all of a sudden, everything I learn, I understand it. I try to make myself understand it instead of just believe it. But then in 9th grade, I understood the stuff about force equals mass times acceleration. I understood that. I understood it perfectly, and I didn't have to just memorize it. And that one time she asked us who finished the worksheet, and Jamie and I were the only one to raise our hands. That was funny. And sometimes I wonder if it's not like Jamie was in love with me sometime, and now God's getting me back by making me suffer through it. Since she had to suffer because of me, now I'm having to suffer because of her. But I mean, I didn't have a girlfriend when she was in love with me, if that's the case. So, it's not even. And then again, I'm getting Secret of Mana and all these games and stuff. Since when do you go around saying games all the time? You remember that other one where you said game pro? Maybe I can just read through this Secret of Mana book a little bit, I don't know. It's, not much you can do. I don't know, I haven't really read through it. I've been in such a hurry just trying to figure out stuff. Well, I got a lot of magic spells in here too, but it's not at all like Final Fantasy. You don't get attacked by monsters and fight them like you do on that. You have to hit them yourself like Zelda 3, but then you also take points out of them like on Final Fantasy, so it's like a combination of Zelda 3 and Final Fantasy, but there's a lot of Star Tropics in there too. Like, I've never played Star Tropics, but the photographs I've seen from it, the characters resemble and the sceneries and stuff. Yeah, they've been coming out with a sequel of that too. And they had Mega Man 6 for regular Nintendo. It's supposed to be real cool. Man, I hate this. I don't want this tape to run out in the middle of a sentence. What else did I get? I thought I had, well, I don't know, I don't know. Well, we got speeches in AP English on Wednesday. I keep forgetting about that. I need to put together a speech real quick. Because it's our final one. It's going to be like 4 minutes. We got to get in front of a camera. That's the best part, though, because, I mean, I'll have one more person to look at. One more quote-unquote eye to look at. We'll have to... I don't know if Miss P wants us to look at the camera or no. I mean, it's going to be enough that I'm state champion and I got to get my picture taken and I'm going to look so stupid. See, every time they take my picture, my head is pointing almost, it looks like I'm looking down and then my eyes are rolling up towards the camera, you know. I never have my head up and I'm looking at the camera the way Gabriel and Jeff, you know. Those guys look so good and everything, and I'm sitting there with my head like this, scrunching between my shoulders and my eyes just peeking up into that camera, peering up into it, you know. It's the same thing in the one last year. I don't know what we're going to do this year. I mean, we only had one picture last year because they had one picture for both the state and the regular literary, all the people who placed. Now it's just going to be me and Lisa Vaughn, and they tried to take a picture of just the two of us last year, and that cameraman was saying, "Come on, Tim, smile," and I was like, I was smiling about as much as I felt like smiling, and if you try to smile anymore, and you're not really happy, you know, I mean, because you're too nervous, you know, you don't know how stupid that looks. An insincere smile does not look right. Your cheeks have to be puffing up into your eyes, you know. You gotta have that sparkle in your eye. Damn, I'm struggling to pick this zip before I go to school tomorrow, and I have crap all over my face. Shoot, my whole body's just coming right out of my skin, you know. Shoot, I could just take the skin off my face and it would look better. At least the zip would blend in with the rest. Shoot, my whole inside, my insides are coming out on me, you know. They're not gonna stay in there any longer. They're coming out on me. And I can't do anything to keep them in. And I got all this zits all over my man. They've been going crazy lately. They've been just so awful lately. They won't stop. I hate when my throat does that. I guess I'm gonna get some of this Pepsi and pour me another glass. Keep your butts out there for a while. Why can't they go and do all this stuff after they leave the bar? Well, of course they want to get home as early as they can. And, you know, I should have started my tape earlier so I didn't have time. Listen to that second side of May 22nd earlier playing The Secret of Mana. And tried listening to January 6th, but that ain't no good. And then the neighbors came home and they started making noise, and I stopped the tape because I didn't want them to hear my voice. Plus, I was also putting stuff in there, so. Raising my voice and crap! Shut up, man! Oh, man, that's the hive, too. Anyway. Oh, dang! Oh, that hurts. Not on my ears. My ears are just as bad as my throat is. They're probably worse. You know, I mean, you get the stuff in your throat and it goes up into your ears and it won't come back down. So your ears start pouring stuff just far enough into your throat that it itches, but not far enough that you can get it out. Maddening too, that go. Lost Plenty 2, Less Lonely People on the keyboard, and that's how Moon did it. What song I was looking for, because I asked her about that one time. I thought she said she didn't know. I guess she does, though. There was one song I wanted to try to play one time. I guess it's that song on Mega Man. Whenever you beat the robot, that's pretty cool. I guess I'm not going to try it. Just thinking about it now, it's going to be impossible. Well, anyway. Shoot. That's not them. I know it's not. I don't want to believe it.